A very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on MTV Sports with me, Noshirathnasekara. As usual, let's start off with a look at your headlines first. Census to be conducted to gather information in order to implement the LLRC recommendations. Commonwealth Rally commences from Kilinochchi and reaches Vaunia. Residents of Mahyanganere face a severe water crisis. In local news, Chief Ministers of the Northwestern Province and Central Province took oaths before President Mahinda Rajapaksa today. Dayasiri Jayasekara took oaths as the Chief Minister of the Northwestern Province, while Sarath Ekanayake took oaths as the Chief Minister of the Central Province. The oaths-taking ceremony took place at the Presidential Secretariat. The Department of Census and Statistics has decided to commence a census to gather information in order to implement the recommendations made by the Lessons Learnt and Reconciliation Committee. Director General of the Department of Census and Statistics, DCA Gunawardana, speaking to News First, said that information will be gathered in relation to the incidents from 1982 to 2012. He added that information will be gathered via Grama Niladhari officers and the census would commence from mid-November. The Commonwealth Rally, organised ahead of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting to take place in the island next month, commenced Day 2 from Kilinochchi today. The Commonwealth Rally is a joint initiative of the MTV-MBC network owned by the Capital Maharaja organisation together with the National Youth Services Council and Ministry of Mass Media and Information. The rally reached Vaunia a short while ago.
The inauguration ceremony of Day 2 of the Commonwealth Rally took place this morning in Kilinochchi. District Secretary of Kilinochchi Rupavati Kedishwaran, Divisional Secretary of Karachi Gopalapillai Nagavaran, Superintendent of Police for Kilinochchi Edmund Mahendra and the Commander of the Army 571st Brigade Colonel Nihal Amarasekara were present for the ceremony. The ceremony was made colourful with dancing items performed by the Kilinochchi dancing troupe of the National Youth Services Council. Subsequently, the national flag of the Bahamas was raised instead of the national flag of Australia. The national flag of the Bahamas was presented by the Superintendent of Police for Kilinochchi Edmund Mahendra and the Commander of the Army 571st Brigade Colonel Nihal Amarasekara. The flag was hoisted by the District Secretary of Kilinochchi, Rupavati Kedishwaran. A group of students from the Kilinochchi Central College sang the national anthem of the Bahamas afterwards. A large group including locals from the area, school students, the youth and security forces personnel were present for the ceremony.
Following the commencement ceremony, the Commonwealth Rally began its journey from Kilinochchi. To find out more, let's cross over to News First Joel Outscoon, who is at the Commonwealth Rally, joining us live via live Digi transmission.
Rally commenced today from Kilinochchi, and today marks the second day, and we began our journey from Kilinochchi and we proceeded towards Vaunia, and Vaunia is the last destination for today. And now we are currently at the Youth Council of Sri Lanka, which is based in Vaunia. And just to get back to as to what happened in Kilinochchi, we had a small ceremony organized by the Sri Lankan youth together with MTV MBC networks, and which was a really great success, a very colorful event. We had the participation of various dignitaries and also from all three religions and communities were gathered in flocks, and also school children were waving the national flag with so much of pride, which got a lot of color into the Commonwealth Heads of Government motor rally. So that is the latest from here, and now we are about to commence the ceremony to conclude today's proceedings from Vavuniya, from the Youth Council. So, Inoshi, that's the latest. I will bring you the very latest as and when I receive it. Signing off for now, I'm Joel Outschoon for News First, reporting from Vavuniya. Thank you very much, and over to you.
Thank you very much, Joel. And in more local news, residents of the Mahyangan area are facing a severe water crisis due to the prevalent dry weather conditions. They point out that they face this situation every year from June to November.
Obtaining drinking water for daily use has been made a challenge to the locals living in the Mahyangan Habaravava Kovilyaya villages. Over 300 families have been forced to travel to Mahyangan town on a daily basis in order to obtain water. Residents of this area spend over half a day lining up at this well to obtain water for drinking purposes.
This
water issue is prevalent up to the Kovilyaya area. There is no water in the Kovilyaya school and further up as well. There is just one well for this entire area, and people travel around 3 to 4 kilometers to get to this well. Sometimes the water level of this well recedes during the dry weather. It would be a great deed if we provide with water via a tap line. Though there are many wells, only one well have water. There are instances where we leave empty-handed. We use the little water that we get to bathe our children so they can go to school. We do not have enough water to drink. When news first contacted the chairman of the Mahyangan Pradesh Sabha, W.M. Sunil, he said that measures are underway to implement a new water scheme to supply water to the area. He added that they hope to implement the new water scheme if the residents notify the Pradesh Sabha regarding the water issue.
Incidents of wild elephants roaming in close proximity to settlements are reported from time to time. The following report is of wild elephant that is roaming close to villages in Pathirasbane area in Tiripane, Anuradhapura.
This wild elephant is a rather common sight these days in the Pathirasbane area. The 40-year-old pachyderm is over 9 feet tall. The pachyderm, reported to be injured, is provided with daily meals.
Lucy, කාර්මික ගම්මානයක් හැටියට මේ ගම්මානට ගොඩාක් තර්ජන එල්ල වෙලා තියෙන මේ වගේ අයගෙන්. නමුත් මේ වගේ අය
This is an agricultural village. Therefore, we are faced with the constant threat of wild elephants. When they fall victim to an unfortunate incident, they are rendered helpless. So they come close to these villagers. As human beings, we are committed to protect animals like these wild elephants.
ඒ වගේම උසස් මනසක් තියෙන පුද්ගලයන් හැටියට අපි මේ අලියව ආරක්ෂා කර ගැනීමට නිරන්තරයෙන් බැඳලා ඉන්නවා.
Wildlife Conservation Department's veterinarian for the Northwestern Zone, Chanda Jasingh, added that this wild elephant in question had been injured in a tussle with another wild elephant. Several gunshot wounds can also be seen on the body of this wild elephant. Measures are underway to provide medical attention to this wild elephant.
A fire had broken out on a house in the Pambal area in Madampet, Chilau early this morning. Our correspondent in the area said that the fire engulfed the entire house.
A house fire located in the Pambala Pahalavate area, which comes under the purview of the Madambe Police Division, has thus been destroyed by the fire. The residents of the house said that the fire broke out at 12:30 this morning. The landlord, his wife and 3-year-old child were in the house at the time of the fire. Our correspondent in the area said that the fire was doused by the locals in the area. The Madambe police have commenced investigations over the incident.
3 school students injured in an alleged assault by an assistant of a private bus have been hospitalized. Our correspondent said that the assault took place last evening.
The victims were students from the Baddegama area and are currently receiving treatment at the Baddegama District Hospital. The police said that a love affair may have been the case of the assault. The suspect arrested over the assault is to be produced before courts today.
And in the sporting world, Australia defeated India by 129 runs in the Tri-Nation Indo Cricket League played at the Thalawattugoda Indoor Cricket Complex today. The Australians, who won the toss and opted to bat first, posted a total of 157 runs in 16 overs. Captain Lyle Teskey top scored for Australia with 27 runs. In reply, the Indians could only manage 28 runs in their allotted 16 overs. Captain Danush Bhaskar was the top scorer with 18 runs. The Indo Cricket League is broadcast live on MTV Sports.
Sri Lanka lost the cup, the encounter. Any level, a pressure game is a pressure game.
And taking a look back at one of the local stories, a quick update on the individuals who were appointed as ministers of the Northwestern and Central Province. According to the coordinating secretary of the Presidential Media Unit, Vijayananda Herath, stated, Sarath Nishantha, Sandhya Rajapaksa, Gunadasa Dehigama has been appointed as ministers for the Northwestern Province. Meanwhile, Bandula Yalagama, Ramsi Muthaya Edirivira Veerawardana have been appointed ministers for the Central Province. With that, we wrap up the news for this hour. Do join us again next hour for the very latest. I'm Meenakshi Ratnasekara for News First.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.